2025 Wrapped. This is a collection of everything that was quintessentially 2025, including politics, news, pop culture, and some technological advancements. Starting off the year was Donald Trump's inauguration on January 20th, 2025. This was a landmark case because Donald Trump was one of two presidents who has ever gotten 2 terms elected, but non-consecutively. Some notable figures performed at his inauguration, like Carrie Underwood, and it set off the tone for the rest of 2025. Additionally, throughout the year, the Trump administration has done a lot of things in terms of suing the media. Some notable cases that they threatened to sue the media were in the case of Jimmy Fallon, where he was off of air for quite some time due to threats from the administration, and South Park, which was threatened due to their criticism of Trump. Additionally, there was a TikTok ban that occurred for about 24 hours when there was a fight between our House of Representatives in Congress and Donald Trump. To combat a lot of the things that happened during the Trump administration, there was a huge amount of protests that happened that were called No Kings protests, to protest the amount of power that the Trump administration decided to exercise. Additionally, Donald Trump ordered that the entire historical East Wing of the White House be taken down in favor for renovations of the 90,000 square foot ballroom. In spite of this expense, there has been numerous amounts of cuts to essential funding for many government workers. There have been massive cuts to the EPA, the NPS, air traffic controllers, and USAID, and a lot of the science funding, especially to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association, have been slashed. As part of the Trump administration's transition into power, many heads of agencies were changed, including the head of the CDC, which is now Robert Kennedy Jr. This is a landmark decision because RFK has very little medical experience and has used his position to spread a lot of misinformation. Additionally, in November of this past year, 2025, there was a huge SNAP funding freeze, which feeds many families in America, and due to gridlock within our Congress, many people did not get their SNAP benefits. Along with SNAP benefits being frozen, there was the longest government shutdown that ever occurred in history. This is important because it shows the amount of divisiveness within our political parties in the year of 2025. Another act of divisiveness that took place this year was the deployment of ICE, Immigration Customs Enforcement, and the National Guard to many Democratic cities, despite the protest of governors and mayors. On the other hand, a major thing that has lurked over 2025 is the Epstein files, which have not been officially released, but many emails between Epstein and his associates have been released, illuminating a lot of potential evidence against many people who are in power. Due to a lot of this controversy over the Epstein files, there have been many subpoenas to try to get the Epstein files released, but this has not happened, and there is much gridlock between political parties and associates to get this out. A major political issue that happened this year was Charlie Kirk's assassination, as well as the internet response to it. This is important because this was a huge event that happened, but there was a lot of internet attention towards his wife, Erica Kirk, and her alleged relationship with J.D. Vance. As November came around and elections started to occur, Democrats experienced a huge sweep in popularity. Particularly, Mamdani was elected to be New York's mayor, who is a Democratic socialist. Within his election, social media took a huge part of it, and you may have heard some of his very famous sounds and TikToks. With the election of Mamdani, there was a lot of backlash from Republicans, especially Donald Trump. But it seems the two were able to hash out their differences in a meeting at the White House that occurred earlier this year. A landmark decision in the Supreme Court was not to hear a case that would overturn the right for gay couples to get married. Recently, there was a heist at the Louvre that happened in broad daylight, but currently no one has been caught yet. While the assassination of the United Healthcare CEO happened late last year, many things happened in Luigi Mangioni's case that were important and landmarks of 2025. One of these was when he begged people to stop donating money to his legal defense because he had already been given too much money. In the background of all of this domestic policy, many wars have been taking place internationally, including the Israel-Palestine war. There have been many ceasefire deals between the two, but none seem to play out for too long. Additionally, while this wasn't reported on too much in the media, the war between Ukraine and Russia has still been going on, with, again, many ceasefire deals and aid being given to each one, but no one has managed to reign victorious here. Now, onto pop culture. One of the most defining pop culture moments of 2025 was the new Taylor Swift album, The Life of a Showgirl. Even though this gained a lot of internet criticism, it was very critically acclaimed and was very important. Additionally, in 2025, Taylor Swift bought back her masters, which is very important to artists everywhere, particularly in the United States, where record labels tend to sell works without the permission of the artists. This starts the beginning of new policies when it comes to record labels, artists, and them owning their work. Taylor Swift also got engaged to Travis Kelce, which spurred a lot of internet discourse and a lot of talking on the New Heights podcast. Another controversy was in Sabrina Carpenter's new album, Man's Best Friend, which pictured her being pulled in the hair by a man that isn't pictured in the album cover, which caused a lot of controversy online and claims of anti-feminism. But in spite of this, she experienced a lot of success from this album in spite of the controversy. Now, on country music, Cowboy Carter by Beyonce won Best Country Album at the Grammys. Now, the Super Bowl, very quintessential American event that happened in 2025, was between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles won 40-22, but during halftime, Kendrick Lamar, a very famous rapper, gave a great show to the largest audience in the country. Again, on the Kendrick Lamar front, the Not Like Us lawsuit from Drake was dropped as the means for defamation were not reached. Another controversy that happened in 2025 was Katy Perry's flight to States, which got a lot of internet criticism as it was seen as an elitist mission. On an American Eagle commercial, Sydney Sweeney was starring and said the line that she's got good genes, which got a lot of criticism due to her blonde hair and blue eyes and the possibility for that line to be construed as racist, and its ties back to eugenics. In fashion, Anna Wintour stepped down from Vogue. A huge internet moment of the year was when the CEO of Astronomer, Andy Bryan, was caught with another woman at a Coldplay concert, and this spurred a lot of internet discourse about cheating and the ramifications of it. For movies, one of the big movies of the year was Wicked for Good, which recently came out this November, and was extremely successful. Additionally, dictionary.com stated that the word of the year was 6'7", which was very important to internet discourse and originated from a rap video of the same name. Some more common words that were used on the internet in 2025 were chopped, which means unattractive, rage bait, which means something that is intentionally said to aggravate someone, and many more. This year has also been fraught with overconsumerism, as social media and the trend cycle has accelerated and has influenced many people to buy things such as Labubus. Finally, another internet moment of 2025 was the audio that was played on many TikToks, referred to as Jet 2 Holiday. Lastly is technology. In 2025, the iPhone 17 came out and was very popular. As 2025 went on, AI reared new heights and was used by more people than ever. 2025 without the extensive use of social media and the amount of AI videos that has permeated it. And that's 2025 wrapped.